guys, Ishan for Z-Fade Tech, and today I'm gonna basically flip the coin, especially from the video I did before, which is why people tend to like or love Apple. So today I'm gonna speak about why people actually hate Apple or dislike them very much. So here are my top 5 reasons of why people hate them. There's probably more, but here's my top 5. Let's go.
So reason number 1
is basically the customizing of the actual phone and the whole operating system. Whereas because nowadays what you'll find is, especially in the last couple of years, ever since the Galaxy S3 came out from Samsung, you'll find that you can actually do so much more on Android as a whole anyway, regardless of whether it's on Samsung, HTC or whoever it might be. And you can't really do that because it's very closed on Apple in terms of, having widgets and moving the icons around and creating folders easily and having the weather app in the background or having even the notification center that Apple has now, and obviously Android has that as well. So really customizing is definitely a huge thumbs down for most people nowadays. They want something where they can have a lot more control over the phone and really not get bored with the same layout that Apple tends to have at the moment.
The reason number 2,
iTunes and the App Store. You can find that the biggest problem with that is that if you've got your own user ID and your own password, and if you're buying, it's going onto that user ID and password that you've set up, and you can only do that with Apple products, with iPhone, the iPads, even the Mac. And the only way to carry over what you bought or what you downloaded, whether it's music or whether it's movies or anything like that you actually paid money for, you can't get that and put on a PC or put on an Android phone or Microsoft's Windows 8 phone or anything like that. You do have to actually use that with another Apple product. So if I've got Apple Touch and I tomorrow buy an iPhone, that's the only way I can actually transfer the actual content that I've actually bought. Now, the biggest problem with that is, again,
if you were to die tomorrow,
you can't pass that down to anybody, or you can't do it in general anyway. Say you don't want to buy, or you don't want to own an Apple product anymore, but your son or your cousin or a friend has it, and you're like, you know what, you take my music collection, you take my movies, since I bought them, and you can't do that. If you don't want to use it, that's it. You lost it, or you can't basically give it to somebody else. You're actually in that bubble, which some people don't like to be controlled, I guess. So you don't like that and really don't prefer that, and that's quite understandable to be in a situation like that. So having to be stuck into the iTunes and Apple kind of bubble, which is controlled through the iTunes and App Stores as well.
So reason number 3,
the lack of features in the iPhone. Being able to do, whether it's with the camera app, other apps and notification center, and this kind of leans into
step 4,
which is all about the same OS. Now, iOS has been pretty much the same ever since 2007 when the first iPhone came out. That 5 years ago. It pretty much looked the same. It's got that grid layout with the icons. It's got like a little dock at the bottom. Some of the animations when you're obviously sliding left and right looks the same. Some of them, the actual apps are already come on the actual iPhone, things like the calendar app, contact. They all look the same. They haven't really changed anything. They've probably made incremental changes to it, but as a whole, there's no new look to it. It's pretty much the same. A lot of customers who have bought Apple products ever since 2007 are getting bored of it because it looks the same. Whereas they look over to the biggest rivals, which is Android, or look at Samsung, who are creating apps and other things on top of Android. You're looking at them and saying, come on, Apple, why don't you start innovating a bit more? And look at those guys, I can move things around, I can make it look the way I want to make it look, I can change it up, I can change the colors, I can change the layout, I can put widgets and all that kind of stuff. So people are starting to get bored. I know that new iOS 7 has come out, so really this might change, or it might still be just more or less the same. So when new iOS 7 comes out in the fall, we'll definitely be able to assess that even further.
Step 5.
Probably one of the biggest arguments that people have against Apple, which is the kind of cult fanboy type of following that Apple tends to have. You can't really find any other company that has the same sort of following. Apple comes out with an iPhone tomorrow, there's people queuing just to get their hands on this phone. Nobody's really seen this in the industry for many years, and it's pretty remarkable. So that's tend to be like one of the biggest turn-offs, if you like, for the people in terms of coming towards Apple. The fact that everyone's kind of got this phone now as well. This happens to me all the time. I kind of made a video on this earlier. Spoke about the fact that I was, doing my work at university, and somebody's message tone went off, and I looked at my phone. I thought, okay, it's mine. No, it's not. It's somebody else's. So the fact that everyone's got it, and it's pretty much everyone's got iPads now. Lots of people got MacBook Airs and MacBook Pros. So it's kind of becoming quite like uncool, and people are definitely not liking that. And the fact that Apple's got very much a closed operating system and very much so a one-size-fit-all. That's why there's a lack of innovation from most people. That's what they think. There you go, guys. Those were my top 5 reasons of why Apple is becoming maybe a bit more disliked and hated amongst everybody else, especially in the past 24 months or so. and it may get worse or it may get better. But we'll see, especially if the competition, Google and Samsung and HTC are definitely on the heels with HTC One X's, Samsung Galaxy S4, S5, next ones that come about, pretty much on Apple's heels, or if not past them now, to be honest. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you definitely liked it, give that a big thumbs up, which is down below. Make comments if you like, and definitely share and subscribe for more cool tech videos. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.